and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be doing issue 20 of our Enterprise build. So let's get going. Okay, so we're going to be doing stages 75 to 78. It's more work on the underside of the saucer section, just like we've been doing. We're just going to go around sort of building that section up. We've also got some parts here for the engineering hull, which is just there. We're going to start building that up slowly as well, so let's get going. Okay, so this is stage 75. As you can see, we are going to be I'm going to have to get a... I thought I had a little knife here, but I haven't, so I'm just going to have to pull these apart. Okay. So, as you can see, we're going to be attaching the last panel to the outer section of the last section that we were doing, if that makes any sense. So, let's pull these out. Making sure you don't lose that piece here, because that bit goes in when we attach everything else up. Okay, lovely, lovely. And we also get this part here, but we don't use it yet. So this looks like the top section of our engineering hull. That looks like. I don't think it's the bottom, I think it's actually the top, so it sits like that. But we need to put that aside, we don't use that in this issue. Okay, so all we've got to do is basically put our escape pods in to this section, which we've done before, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we've done that. Next we're going to place this over the top, our little panel section there. And we're going to fit AM screws into this bottom section. And there's one. And there's the other one. Nice and tight. So there we go. So that will go underneath. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to move this one here. So you want it overlapping this side. We're going to use IM screws to secure that one in place. Making sure you keep the spares in the little bags like that. Okay, and then obviously we're going to be attaching this to our saucer section, so we're going to need the saucer section over in just a second. So that's like that. So that's how that panel should look. Okay, so let's grab the saucer section and fit it on. Okay, and that panel is going on here, like so, but we need to make sure that we incorporate the top panel as well. So it all clicks together, so like that. Then we've got some FM screws, so let me do them, 2 of them. Just put that aside. Okay, so the first one's going to go in here. Nice and tight, we want that. As tight as you can get it. Now obviously I've got a torque screwdriver, so it's telling me to go, it's telling me it's had enough, but I know I need to go past what it's telling me. So just like that. And there it is, and we've got the last little one to go on, which is this one, and that is going to just sit in place like so. And there we go, and that is that part done. So we are now building up. I think the next couple of parts that we're going to do are going to be along this section here, I believe. Another frame bit work. So let's move on to 76. Okay, so these are all the parts that we get in 76. Obviously we're going to be putting on another frame, but we've got to first got some wires to put in, so we need to split these up. So one like that, making sure we sort of bend the wires so they're sort of like that. And then this is going to sit just trying to see. Right, okay, so that's going to sit like that, like we've done before. So there's one going to be sat there and one just up here. And once again we need to do the same on this one. And it's going to sit just here. And the wires are going to come out that way, but we have got these little caps that have got to go on. So this little cap will go on for this light here, and we'll attach that with an AM screw. So I'm going to do those both now. So we've done that. So next what we've got to do is place this. Now this does go under this one here like so, making sure we don't trap any wires whatsoever when we come to place this down, making sure all the wires are out the way, which they are. Brilliant. Okay, so what we do now is we're going to go around, we're going to put BM screws and then FM screws along the front. So that's what I'm going to do now. So we've put that panel in. Need an AM screw down here, and then you've got 1 2 3 4 BM not BM screws, sorry, FM screws, and then you've got the BM screws up here. It's all in place. We are now left with these two light sections. They are going to go into these ports just here. One in there and one in here, if I can. One in there. We need to grab our blinky light as well, and that is just going to sit under that section there. Now we can test the lights out to make sure they're all working, and they are. So I'm really happy with that. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to take, we've got this section here, we're going to take our engineering hole section, and we're just going to place that in there like that. So that looks like that. Okay, so let's move on to issue 77. Okay, so these are all the parts that we get in stage 77. I was about to say issues, but we're on stage 77. The first thing we're going to actually do is we'll work on this part first, just because it's just here really. So this is going to sit in just like that. And what I'm going to do first is we're going to use BP screws. So I'm going to screw in the two top sections first, because we've got some lights to go in. So so just in this top one here, like that, and then this one as well. That is going to sit on like that. Okay, so we can still access the top bit, the bottom sections there. Split these two up. We're going to put the red one on this side here. So we just need to lift it slightly just to place it under. And then the green and yellow wire without the other one coming out. That would help, wouldn't it? So that's going to sit in like that. And then this one is going to sit like that, like this. And then we're going to screw it in with the rest of the BP screws here. So just one in here. That. Then the other one in here, like that. And one more that is going to sit in the middle here. Like that. And that is now wired up. We don't test it. It doesn't say to test it. Like that. Okay. So you need to put that aside for now. Next, what we're going to do is sort of build up this panel here, as we've done with many of these before. Remember, this is the inner part of the ship, so the red mark needs to go to face the sort of inside of the ship just there, so like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of these in and put these windows in as well. So we're going to have one black and one clear on there, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so that's what we're left with. We've now got to put the these parts on, so we'll start with that one first. We're going to use AM screws to do this. There's the first one. Nice and tight like that. We've then got this one here, so that's going to sit like that. And then we've got this one, going to sit like that. And this one is going to sit like that. And then our clear one, which is going to sit like that. I'm going to attach these all now with AM screws. Okay, so we've done that. The only thing left to go in is our phaser strip, which is going to go along there. And we're going to use CP screws to do that, like that. Trying to keep the phaser strip in place. So there's that one. One. Two. And 3. And there we go. So that's the end of 77. So let's do 78. And there we go. So this is it, stage 78, the last stage of this issue. We've got another panel to go on here, so we just place that on there. And then keep this section safe, because that is done. But the top part of the engineering hull is coming along nicely, which is nice. So we need to just put that somewhere nice and out, and just out the way for a second. Okay, so we will need stage 77 and our saucer section, but before we get onto that, we've got to build up this window panels. We've done them loads of times. I don't need to run through what we need to do on this. So what I'm going to do is just build this up. We're then going to put the panels on and the window sections. I'm going to do all of that. So I'm going to do that now because I've done this many times. You don't need to see it in every single video because that's all we're doing. It's quite repetitive at the moment. So let me go ahead and do all this. I'll get back to you. Okay, there we go. So that is what that looks like, as we've done before. Now we need to bring over our saucer section, and all of these pieces are obviously going to come together. We've also got the extra wire as well, and we're going to be putting this on the saucer section. So let me grab that. Okay, so the first one is we've got this lead here. That's sort of on its own. We're going to plug it in into this section just here, and then this one is going to go up we're going to take the first one here, so that's going to go up through here. If I can grab it, there we go, I've grabbed it. So that's going to come up through there, and then this one is going to come down through this section here. So we need to feed this all the way through. So that one's going to come out there, that one's going to come out there, that one's going to come out this section here. So yeah, so that goes like that. Okay, next we have this section. So these are going to get plugged in. One is going to go somewhere along here, I believe. Yep, there's a port just there, and then we're going to put the rest of the ports along this bit. So that is going to sit sort of here, and then we've got these two lights that are going to sit above that, and we're going to stick that on like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so the panel is all clicked in, making sure once again we've haven't got any wires trapped, and now all we need to do is screw these FM screws in. There's one. And there's another. And there we go. There we go. That is on. So all we need to do is switch our switch, and everything lights up. So I'm perfectly happy with that. Yep, I am very happy with that. And it's looking absolutely great. It's looking absolutely perfect, this. Very, very, very happy with it so far. Okay, so that brings us to the end of issue 20, up to stage 78. So we are getting there. The saucer section is now looking very good. I'm very, very happy with that. And also we're now starting work on the engineering hull as well, which is brilliant. So I think over the next couple of issues, probably going to build up this part. So that's quite cool. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, subscribe, check out all the other stuff on the channel. But until then, till our next video, we'll see you later. So see you later, guys.
Tune into the channel. Nexus is the name. All the hardest content, you'll never be the same. Laughs and thrills, excitement.